China is now like the wage is more expensive, the land rent is more expensive, so it is no longer that attractive to manufacture in China. So a lot of the manufacturing industry or activities relocate to Southeast Asia. Trade war between US and China, a lot of transnational corporations, they are relocating the business activity away from China in order to prevent the tariff. Because if your product is made in China, the latest round of US tariff means that you are subject to a more serious tariff. If you have the same piece of garment made in China, maybe you're subject to, I don't know the exact tax rate, let's say 10% for tax. So, and then around half, 5% would be shifted to the consumer, around 5% would be absorbed by the producer. So that is like a simplified explanation. So the price from the consumer perspective increased by 5%. So it's expensive when I buy products made in China. But if you have the same piece of garment produced or manufactured in Vietnam, and it's only 5% of the tariff. Now, let's say you have the same price. Let's say a t-shirt, like the cost is $10, manufacturing cost is $10. It's sold in, let's say, $100 net price, excluding tax. And then if you have 10% tax, if it's made in China, meaning it's $105 to buy that t-shirt, because 5% will be shifted to the consumer, 5% absorbed by the producer as the production cost. So the production cost becomes $15, and then the price becomes $105. If I produce that in Myanmar, in Vietnam, in Burma, it's the same piece, cost is the same, $10, sell it in $100 without tax. And then because it's made in Vietnam, it's subject to, let's say, only 5% tariff exported to US. Then again, half-half split, I absorb 2.5%, so my production costs become $12.5. And then the net price or the price for the t-shirt becomes $102.5. So now the consumer will be looking at it, oh, that similar t-shirt or same t-shirt made in China is $105. Made in Vietnam is $102.5. Obviously buy the 102.5 because it looks the same, right? Or it's actually the same. To the manufacturer, they will also relocate the factory to Myanmar because like we're only talking about one t-shirt. What if they're selling 1,000 t-shirts? Then the cost would multiply by 1,000. The amount would increase a lot. So when they do the calculation, okay, so if we relocate, like the cost of relocation from China to Myanmar, let's say is $1,000. Let's keep it simple. By the relocation, they can save the production cost. Let's say they can save 1,200, meaning they can actually save 200 more if they relocate. They will do it. They will just relocate the whole production line from China to Vietnam or Myanmar in order to save production costs. Because from the transnational corporation perspective, they operate by profit maximization. So how to maximize profit? Cut costs, increase revenue. Because profit is revenue minus cost. So to maximize it, do both. If they do the calculation thinking, oh, China is no longer attractive, producing there is actually costly, then they will just go away. Purely from a business perspective and from like geography perspective. This is industrial relocation.